the culture shock when she came to Jamaica, what it was like. Cause like for example, Brown and something, you know, where them there?
They
Cause
are
them can't.
first.
When you forget where
Jamaica
they're
the
from.
first to come. Jamaica the first place to come here, Brazil.
But I
Jamaica
told you guys
foreign to
in the
them.
live, so when I was leaving, I had to leave my clothes with the people. And when me tip the guy who carry us around or whatever, even though we didn't have to.
It's,
Almost like a year's salary.
it's about 21. It's about $21 a month, you know.
Exactly. Doctors getting
Once a day them
Yeah, man.
bathe because of water, the lack of water, the resources, once a day. So they must bathe in the night, get up in the morning, wipe out them arm, and everybody asleep as them wear.
And I can tell you, I have seen where I was taking a shower in the morning and one in the evening, and it was like, like, are you crazy?
But remember, the lady say one shower them have to take and then not even wash them face.
They would have board for shower, them would have get whole heap of water.
So we can't go with the ideology of the PNP. And we have to teach the younger ones them know that, you know, because a lot of the young ones who didn't know what happened in the 70s and from 1989 up until 2007. I've lived through that. You know, when I was a young boy in 1979, coming over into 1980, my father used to ring the cane and put mint leaf in it to make tea. But we couldn't get sugar.
Yeah,
And
but
I remember when my father was a PNP, and my mother is a Labour, right? Like,
Our issue
and I
kids
saw.
born in 2006 and up that is going to turn 18 next year to start voting. They will be our problem, you know.
Yep.
Because they would have experienced one term of the People's National Party.
Mm-hmm.
And them
it's our responsibility.
experience it when them young. Them experience it when them parents still response for them.
Yeah, because they will experience PMP in a 2012 to 2016.
Yeah.
But in 2012 to 2016, PNP was still living off some of the gain that the JLP made from 2007 to 2011.
Mm-hmm.
When Aldi Shaw was the finance minister. So if you look at the history, in 1991, I think it's 1991 when PJ got fired, no idea. And he said, I shall return. He was fired by Michael Manley, you know. And he said, I shall return. And when he came back, he says, black man time. And that is the worst economic tenure in Jamaica.
But Tidy B, you know what they did to win the elections? Not only did they demonize
Propaganda. Was propaganda.
propaganda on Mr. Siaga and gimmicks. Remember the election when Roger Clark said, me take one phone and me dial one next
Yeah.
phone and me say hello.
And-
That was a big thing.
And the
Enough
reason why.
man have phone and enough man have gal. And the car thing, the liberalization, that was what they used. Gimmicks.
And the reason why PNP doesn't want people to be educated.
Yeah.
Because when people are educated, they can make choices.
Informed choices.
Exactly. So the PNP is like North Korea. If PNP get Jamaica right now, I'll tell you, we're gonna be like Cuba, and then we're gonna have an unrest just like Haiti.
Cuba and Haiti. Cuba and Haiti.
Can I paint a picture for you? Who is Mark Golding's greatest mentor?
Omar Davis.
Okay. Okay. And the two of them are really good friends. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Just a second. I just want to imagine for a second because I don't want to make it be a minute. I might be very devastating to you. Just imagine for a second. The People's National Party, God forbids, win the election.
It won't
And
happen in
we
Jesus'
have
name.
we have Omar Davies in the back of
Mark Golding.
Pastor Mark giving him advice on how to run our economy.
Yes,
You know,
Don't worry,
the two of
winner,
them,
don't
the two of
happy.
them in a Finsack, no Mark Golding and Davis in a
yes, man.
Finsack.
And then mash up Jamaica. I can tell you, in the 90s, I was a young boy going down working in Negril, and I was about to join Century National Bank, where the Jungle nightclub is now is. That used to be Century National Bank. And then downtown you have Workers Bank, and I was about to join it, and an older man said to me, young boy, where you going? I said, I'm going to join the bank. He said, no, don't. I said, why? He said, the bank collapsed. I know people who used to own hotel in Negril right now, mad on the street begging
Jesus.
because
And this week,
of
and
FinSac.
this week, the Finsack Commission of Inquiry are releasing.
Listen, man, PNP can't say nothing. No PNP can't say nothing to me. None. None. And we have to preach it out there and teach the young one them. PNP are wicked. PNP are the worst thing ever happened to Jamaica. And I can tell you, in the last election, that I think it's 2016 election.
Well,
Yes.
everybody have their own opinion on who are the worst, you know. And at the back of my mind, PJ the terrible of blood flag, but we at least we never hungry. Yeah? Man, let me think that is the worst one.
Yeah, man.
Man,
When
let's take the country from 9.5% growth
to minus much.
and crash between 9. All right, look here. A man there, the cause of we if you know one name chicken back, you know, before my time, man, nobody in Jamaica never knows nothing the name chicken back, you know.
All right.
By 1974, you know, the chicken back was introduced to Jamaica.
Yeah, by PNP.
All right. Labour right take the country and build it back again and give it back chicken. By 90s again we start the chicken parts,
Exactly.
Turkey neck.
turkey neck.
What we never know about.
So PNP is a kind of system designed to keep your back and dry your back.
Of course.
And to fight the hardest to survive.
I can tell you, PNP they give my father a house in one place named Burnt Grum. Right? And they give the man a house at the time there. And at that time the house was like $28,000 with the land. And he couldn't pay a feet. He couldn't pay a feet because at that time he probably get about $15 a week when he might work. He can't pay for that in a lifetime. And then just take time and take it back from him. You understand me?
Good evening, good evening.
But anyway, brethren, nice talking to you guys. I have to go back to work.
Big up yourself, Tidy B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
man.
up.
Blaze the green light, you know.
Yeah, man, now we have to keep the bell ringing. Keep the bell ringing.
Yeah, man.
Spread
All
the
right, take
word
care.
out there.
All right,
Spread the
take care.
word.
And come up to election,
man.
come vote.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Definitely. All
Every
right.
vote counts.
Make sure you're on the voters
Everything over. Yeah, man. Take care.
Make sure you check say you're on the voters list first before you make no move.
Brother, wait a
Yeah.
while ago.
Now make sure your family them up and
Yo,
ready.
everybody in my house, my wife and the whole and everybody green.
Just make sure they end up on the voters list.
Everybody they put them and say, oh, what's wrong with you?
You mean business?
But then you remember, I'm me, I'll get a week about and see it, you know.
So you full up the tank to carry them go to the polling station already.
Yeah, man, know yourself, man. we taking the labor right, and the people, you know, man, the labor right
I
time.
want thing do we come this tubber in another seat there.
Listen to me, man.
I sit down in there now.
Be well known, you know. Be well known. And the young people, them love me because I work with a lot of young people in the western side. So when them see me and they realize, but wait, Mr. Gray, you're labor right, everybody say, yeah, man, we move it. So, you know, we have to just spread the message. So, take care.
Fire burning, brother. Keep the fire
Yeah, man.
burning.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Hey, Rusty,
yeah.
Wagwan.
Yeah, you know, man, I give thanks.
Yeah, me didn't want to come in and talk about this Spark program. So, me I tell you, say, it start because in a South Chiladi, they start clean drain, crepe off road, they start do everything go back to Jackson Town. Because me pass me depend on the road they 2-3 times a week. So, drain a clean, road a creep off, but through the rain a fall, they have to do it step by step.
Yeah.
Because that the man, they have no chance of me and your friend, you know. You have no chance down there.
Who that? Patmore?
Yeah. No, I fret more that day.
Nobody know Patmore. I say that every day.
You know, so,
Nobody.
you see with him now, I don't really talk about him like that, you know. I don't really pay him no mind when it comes to that, you know. Because
Who him a go up against?
Mama D,
Mama.
Marisa Darren
Him
Silver.
can't win. Who him a win this so?
I don't really pay him no
Me
mind.
tell them,
Look
me
at
tell them people think I joke, you know, me say.
in the next general election.
All on them family. The people them not even get Patmore then dead again, you know. We are Christian a funeral home I get the dead them in a South Trelawney, you know.
Tap up the live, guys, and share it.
A bells funeral home get everything. Bells and Miss Alina and James and them funeral parlor.
And go far them funeral home there from
No
South
Christian then
Trelawney.
there, right? A Christian
Yes.
beside me.
And in business place, the right a low river and he not get no dead. The people them now want Patmore. Me say that every day.
Then, but hold on there. How did that, what did that have to do with the politics?
The
That's
politics.
Them not support
Then if
him.
they're not supporting business, they don't want him rusty.
They not
And
support
if
him.
they're
Yeah,
not,
let me
if
tell
you're
you.
a politician and if you're a politician and people now, people we're supposed to vote for you, know, support it. I mean, they don't rate you.
All right, Rusty, I'm gonna say something to you about politics. I know 3 prominent PNP businessmen na Christian. Burn out all the show wicked and people to support them. Their business flop. Who no lock down, gone way down on the ground right now. We can't tell you that.
Oh, they are one of them.
Yes. I want a guy named Martin. You remember Martin went there for the place? That the youth there. I want next one on the road.
Somebody know Martin about Sasha.
What we are talking about? What we are talking about? A Christian I believe you know?
Martin, I'm a virgin, man. Martin, we can't take up my phone now and call Martin. Martin,
Me and you can't do the same thing to call him over river. But guess what me know? Films that syndicate man them a PNP. So him a the same thing.
no,
Him
I'm
burn-
not PNP. Him are not PNP.
him a what?
Tell us that him are not PNP.
So, Chris, tell me what going on with Audley Shaw.
Oh, this is phone
No
now.
man, Adisha good man. Adisha the pan ground every week, man. I said every day Adisha the pan ground.
Okay, okay.
What going on with the councillor seat them up there, Chris? Sir,
the
sir up your rusty.
the
Tell me what
councillor
going on
now.
for the councillor seat them.
The councillor
What year?
seat now, a profit road control free councillor seat in Manchester. So.
Come here, so the other side pick up couple seats in the
Local.
local what the you know
Yeah man.
in a sharp place. So what go on?
Yeah.
What go on there so?
But let me tell you, as some mismanagement here, man. You see, the councillor them, me and Andrew want to start one thing. He said, if you're not working, you're not going to get no vote. And then they don't do nothing. So people tired of him. So now that
The
I
former mayor, the councillor for Christiana Ridge, the former mayor, what name was?
Desmond Harrison.
The old boy mayor there.
Desmond Harrison, man.
Somebody died. One of them died.
Lizzie died.
But look at him. In get too old, you know.
Yeah, man, a 40 year now. He did a long Mr. Shai now.
You know that. See, but in the my 80 year old, I mean, you need, as a councillor, you need to get some pressure you know about on the ground.
Well, you said, and that are the thing, Rusty, some of them want to live in the system. They want to live in the system and ride the system. Some of them want.
And Rusty, he need to lay back. He need to lay back.
Because me higher than member of parliament.
Yeah.
You understand? When you're a mayor, you step back to member of parliament, you step back to now. You see? Because enough people understand that parish council is the strongest part of government. You know?
Yeah, man.
Most of the revenue. You know?
Yeah.
For them fix the roads.
But you know that, Rusty, him did it as a mayor. And he never fix up no road in the Northeast Manchester, so upper full part.
You see, man. And they sabotage Lizzie.
That's why afternoon guys, that's why Rhoda should never take up her money with you when she give them the one about she give them money.
But she
It's
have, she have
our
to do
MP
it.
election, but
No
not
man, I think
election,
because
Yeah.
hurricane.
Yeah, man, she did have to do it.
And not for her money, you know. Not for
Why?
her money. Tax for your
Why
money.
should have to do it?
But right now, Rusty, Christiana
Well, you
garbage
know what I
system,
mean.
rural
The
time,
MP
rural
budget
time JLP
that
have it.
different.
That now, them a fight road are wicked down there right now.
Yeah, man, we know that.
But
Mm.
to win this,
Mitchell have fight him hard.
no, for to win the seat by already, you know. I'm not trying to scare her around, but don't you know, no? What two of our defense down here?
Why?
You know, some of the man them are around her and run on the rest of them.
I don't know if you feel.
hell
I
on.
don't know. I don't know if I feel about Rhoda seat. I feel like it's true.
But it's very difficult.
Rhoda seems like she seems politically immature in some sense to me.
The man a fight. The man intimidate her, man. They like,
And the reason why I say that is in our day in the local government election, when you feel your place a campaign, you gone over your neighbor place.
you don't understand what going on. I tell you, so you have to listen. Intimidate the man, intimidate her. She get nervy. You see? Afraid her off with badness.
Right now, me know say some people down in Mandeville or down in Manchester don't want to see PNP, but me know a lot down there want to see them. And whatever the
Right
outcome
now,
is,
if Rhoda
Yeah.
lose her seat, me feel say Mickey Phillips are gonna lose his seat, and Peter Bunting can go in at South Manchester.
Rhoda can't lose her seat.
That's it, they're no marginal.
But I want to know, a one man they can intimidate an officer, they can come no officer.
And them are going to dash on Michael Phillips.
They can come nowhere in North East Manchester. Because
what
the
me not
good,
understand though,
because look here, Rusty can tell us in 990s the good and come up and have to run a liberator for saving them like Taliban.
Peter Bunting have honestly get that Chinese Chung. Yeah. You have a Chin Young Chung in.
me
Hey, yeah, the
me I
one
try to understand what go down in a local government
Look
for
at
the people. Them.
Yes.
I was a Manchester about PNP. One Gertie Reed. Move your damn self, girl. Manchester about PNP.
That's why no found still not the water up there to date.
Oh, me? You must have mad me. How what
No
every
for
day?
them. No for them up in Manchester now have no water. One of the
Like,
dry
like
spot.
me don't know all them proud. Me don't know all that are something for them be proud that
Look at
your party
me
have
living at the
power
center. Me
for
living at the
8
center of
years,
North East Manchester.
for 18 and a half years. And some of the most top notch MP them was for the
Was
some
for
of the
them
most top notch
MP.
PNP was the MP.
That the
Right?
woman
And
they
then do
attack.
nothing for
That
them.
the woman they attack like when him again. Gertie Reed. Ah, the shot could bypass right for me veranda. So you can't talk to me. Stop like the palm step. So you can't talk to me.
No, but you see the one them down in the central Manchester one them where local government when they come out and they say they go vote with PNP and whatever. Honestly, I want Rhoda win, but if she not win, I saw it go and make them stay
At
down there.
three time,
Certain seats.
Adisha go beat Winter now. 3 time. This a time I last. We have put him in a political retirement.
The business community back order.
Me not concede defeat, but you see if the people them come out and a PNP they want,
Give them
PNP, man.
PNP.
Mm-hmm. They want.
Look at
PNP.
me can
Mm-hmm.
me bands me ban me can
For the live at
me
echo.
bands me ban me can
For Why them live at Evans? Why them live at Evans?
Somebody mic.
Hello, too much noise. I want to say my 5 cents. I am on the live. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I only talking about these politics things, okay? I don't know about Labour, right, but I know PNP is the best party.
Yeah.
I'm from St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz. I born in the 60s. So I can tell you about the PLP, the PNP. Okay?
Why are they the best?
Because who bring Jamal to Jamaica?
Come off from alive with your blood clot, fuck yeah.
Rusty. Me say me that gonna be the female. Me that gonna be the female
Set me
version of
away
Rusty
for
now. But me didn't want you left out.
Hey,
Wait for us to deal with her, you know.
Look if it's a fake
PNP a comedian them here.
But as a matter of fact, it was not even PNP idea about Jamal. It was Siaga's idea.
Come on, kid.
Look how far she
Jamal
gone back,
never-
And
Jamal.
number 2, if a Jamal she still stuck pan, then she not know where they go. If she still stuck pan Jamal, before she talk about heart, she a talk about Jamal.
And heart a big
Can't even
upgrade
read
to
and
Jamal.
write. What with them people here? Before she talk about Jamal, she'll come and talk about heart. Where heart can't do for help her.
Good afternoon, everybody. Marcia Wagwan, Petal Wagwan,
Hi. Damn done said.
Afternoon, Pitbull.
Listen, and in this day, age, and time, persons like she, who come up with so much confident talking about Jamal.
Exactly. Jamal.
And a big man too, you know.
She stuck on Jamal before she
Me
talk.
say,
Look where Andrew gone. Stem. And she's still in a Jamal.
are
Stem.
the same people? Are the same set of people that will listen to Andre? Well,
My
then
God in heaven.
listen to Andre, Steven's propaganda, the Barracuda St. Kitts propaganda. Them the woman there.
Well,
One Don
let's
Gaza.
address her in the box.
Each
If she's
other's
still
They're
there,
ready to tell you about, as soon as you are talk about the JLP and the achievement, they must tell you about one PNP, shut up on the mouth and not lie and all this and all that. But they're okay with listening to propaganda and
let's
lie.
talk to her. If she's still in the box and listening, my dear, please don't go on any social media and talk. Hold on, Pitbull. Pitbull, mute. Pitbull, hi. Let's talk to her. My dear, if you're still talking about Jamal, you're done. Don't go on any platform and go tell people about Jamal. We're talking about STEM. That's what
We've
we're
moved
talking
on, my
about.
dear. We've moved on up.
We've moved on from Jamal. So if you're
Those
still stuck in the
ties.
Jamal, dear child, you have a bitter ending. There is no hope for you if you're on Jamal still. We're talking about STEM for your great-grandpitney them. Because obvious you must have great-grandchildren based on what you're telling us about Jamal. My dear, don't tell anybody on social media about Jamal. Jamal days over. We're talking about STEM. You ask your grandkid to tell you about STEM because maybe you don't know about STEM, you don't know about coding, you don't know about the heart program. Go ask them and come out of Jamal, my dear.
She don't know nothing about heart, root, stem, or nothing.
She's in a Jamal. What's wrong with you?
I'll go ask her about part. She better she know about part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bet you know about part for true.
Don't come back and no, come embarrass yourself, my dear. What you mean? Yes, that was Jamal, my dear. You the funny first. Althea, mute. Come on, Althea. Mute, please. That's terrible.
Oh, Althea, more and talk to Althea. Althea.
Yes, ma'am.
Me ask you a question. Me ask you if you go check our friend with you.
Yeah, man.
Okay, nice. Big up yourself. Big up your
We're not
nice
saying
yourself.
she's not right with your name, First Nation. We're not saying that. As a matter of fact, she's wrong because it was JLP who had that program before before they lost the election. And Manley came in with it. As a matter of fact, it was a revamp of a different program under the JLP. And Michael Manley rename it to Jamal. What we're saying, we're not going back to Jamal. We passed Jamal. We're in 2025. She's not supposed to be in a Jamal class still. If she's in a Jamal class, tell her not to come back over here. Because she can't talk where we they talk. 2025, we're entering and she's still talking about Jamal. We're talking about STEM. We're talking about coding. We're talking about free education at heart. We're talking about when the Prime Minister they give you for your great grandpitney them where you sit down and depend on the government. You can talk about PNP the best. What PNP do for you? Jamal?
Are them same people there? Are them same people that say them pay a pension? Them same people
Exactly.
pay a pension.
That's how PNP do for you. You're proud of Jamal?
Master, them same people who say a fight against the government, they're in the part line stand up every 2 months.
And as a matter of fact, if she go Jamal, she don't have no ambition because when she born, if she born in the 60, Jamal was almost over. If she born in the 60, you don't have no damn ambition, woman. Now come back on social media, come tell nobody.
Everybody in the 50s and the 60s, by the time it come around to the 70s and 80s, they upgrade themselves.
My mom talk about Jamal. Not you that born in the 60s. My sister born in the 60s. And she never knew about Jamal. She go to school. She go to Little London Primary and Little London High School.
Jamal, you don't run right up in the 80s, man.
No, not in a Montego Bay. I don't know about that.
It run up in the early 80s, Marcia.
Why? You know, ask if it did a run. The stepmother was teaching. Yeah.
True.
Well, anyhow.
Used to.
You never know that about at all. They used to in the 80s.
Look here, me a 57-year-old and me I tell you, my stepmother, Merle Wallace, used to teach a Jamal up a consulting. Socks off.
But anyhow, yes, thank you for that information.
We used to live cross the road from one school and then usually go there for their lesson. So it used to go on the 80s.
Okay. Never know all that. But regardless of what, she not supposed to talk about Jamal.
More it cut out maybe mid-80s. Before Gilbert.
PNP created Jamal. PNP never created Jamal. It was under Bustamante that Jamal was created and it was called Adult Literacy Program.
Exactly.
Manley come rename it.
I just like food stamp when them said them create part. Part was food stamp before.
Them done it that thing in part.
For the picnic them would have stunted.
So them basically just change the name.
And she they come on social media in going on 2025. Just few more weeks to 2025. 8 more weeks or 12 more weeks to 2025. You can talk about Jamal. I'm proud of it too.
But Marcia, sister Marcia, you not have to look too hard and you not have to look too far. Look for Angela constituency, look for Maurice Guy constituency, look for Mark Golden constituency, look for Kwashilaya constituency, look for some of these spot them in Anita Garvey constituency. Just look on the PN, look on down in a Lothian cousin, look on over Michael Phillips, look on them constituency. You just do that. And you always see the people that represent them and the people that don't want nothing to themselves. Listen to me. Me say, other day me sit down and talk to my mother because my mother is social.
Hold on. First Nation Galan Franya, but you man proud of her Jamal days. Galan Franya. Where you come from?
And when me talk to her, me say to her, say, all right, you usually be social worker down in them place. How it go? What the reason why they not have no bathroom? Me have to ask her. No, something the system, no sewer system, and them okay. And she tell me, so one of the spots then have like the communal bathroom. And when you hear from the shout for them beard, and when them are war with them each other, then take off all the door, then lick out. Oh gosh. Yeah. And them okay with that. And yes, them time come and they sure because remember so down for them area, more people vote. I don't know how that's legal because in any self-respecting country, if you have more people vote than the amount of people enumerated to vote in that constituency, that would have been one automatic disqualification. How that work?
That's all right.
Who cares? Donnet Grant is saying, I am from Central St. Mary and there's no development in the area. Anybody can talk about Central St. Mary?
How control Central St. Mary? Ask her that.
Maurice Guy.
Who is the MP, Donnet?
Maurice Guy. Maurice Guy. Where them bond down the market. The Port Maria.
It is Dr. Morris Guy, you see? That is the reason. You know,
Okay, that's the reason, Donnet. Your MPs got the CDF.
that's
Quite
not
a few.
to develop anything or anywhere.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you now. This is Central St. Mary. Central St. Mary, no. Majority of the people them will vote. Them left, enough of them left the parish and then surface election there and then vote
And leave.
see.
Vote and leave.
Okay? And then vote and leave. And the people them were dead there. The people them were dead there and are living at the squalor. Them they look upon them and say, listen, we don't live here no more and we have to vote on issues. Them okay with it. And everybody, you see them start crawling the night before or the morning of election and then vote and then big him up and put him in a parliament. If you not ever see what Dr. Guy saying did having surgery up there, then they're building their bill from from before civilization. So rotten down looking door if you not see the place.
St. Mary, I wanna do St. Mary is the new St.
parish.
Thomas. Yeah, it's the new St. Thomas.
Listen,
But don't worry, Donnet.
Richard
The Labour
Cleary.
Party go and fix up St. Mary. There are some plans for it that just.
No.
I think some plans for St. Mary were announced recently, Peter.
Bustamanti, listen to me. Listen to me. Me, my jail people them well. Okay? You know what I say? All of the people them will have them vote over St. Mary, Central St. Mary and will vote over there. Then if you go on over Dr. Dunn or go on over Bobby Montague because the people them in Central St. Mary don't want nothing. Richard Cleary build up Port Maria Market. Okay? And he might take them off of the sidewalk and him that do everything. And you see what they do? They come then go up a Highgate and burn down Highgate Market. You know what they now? Out on the roadside and go up there and do one survey. 99% of them are out there. Myself on the roadside that commerce. Them alright with that. Them no want nothing better. Them alright with that. Me no want because any other put in on JLP up there, the first thing them are gonna come and do, more water, more road,
And that's the problem I have with them for true petal. Them sit down with underperformance and as soon as them get a new MP, especially from the JLP, all of a sudden them want everything.
Everybody knows
and we will give them.
You notice they're not black.
They know so they want beard. At that time they know so they want beard. At that time they know so they have garbage. At that time they know so they not no light. At that time, me no want no, me say telling us if you don't ever see what Chimosworth Cemetery there, if you ever see the road to go up there, that's a one. And number two, the cemetery literally push itself down in the backyard of some of the people them. And when you go up there, PNP, turn up the thing. And I saw them go on. They say me look go on and go on turn up the thing up there. Yeah. No labor right. No labor right. Them have come out from Black Road. Alright, me don't know if you remember in the last year, Maurice Guy had a meeting with NW, what the man name? Stephen Grant and them down in Islington, down in one part. And the people them down there black him in. And you hear him come on cliff and say, it's not him them blacking. It's the end of the say. Oh no, I can't say it here now. But anyway, instead of Stephen Grant, them blacking, not him. So I don't business with them. Let them stay right
feel
up there.
like I said the same thing to Petal. JLP need to lift the PNP them with them all seat. Left them with them all seats.
No, but you can't say that.
I wonder if Gaia
Hold on. You can't know what to do with that.
Rusty, Rusty.
Our government and our prime minister don't act
We
responsible.
don't think like that.
Rusty. And I say
Yeah.
I want to be that way, then, but the mentality of the people them up there
Yeah, but you
is the
can't
Let me tell you
invite people.
something.
You can't
You remember I
invite
gave
people
food?
right. The rights that is one as a government is to treat all citizens equal.
Yes.
Right? We can't just look here. See, I'm going to give some PNP some house. Where am I going to do? A citizen them and them need house.
Rusty.
But maybe
Rusty.
maybe Gaia
Them
intimidate them
same
down
one,
the you know.
them the same people that were Andrew Billy also are the
Don't
same
vote
one
them
them when
to
you see
yes,
on
I agree.
social media. The same one them when you see on social media. I say in this animal of 28 bank account and we are this. So don't let some yes, sorry. Actually, down in a
Listen to me,
Richmond, I
guys.
get foods. Remember the sweetie factory?
Yeah.
I get foods. I used to make the chocolate and the crunch and then something there. Half of the majority of people them down there was comrades, and
That's
none of them
Clark.
even can get a pension because Clark take it over, right? And mash it down to nothing. Some of them don't even have a pension. And when you go up there, turn up the thing, yeah man, turn it up on the yes, then you see right there.
Let me tell you my point of view now, Petal. My point of view is we're all Jamaicans. One. Two, if the Labour Party can go into that seat, little by little, educate and erode the cultism, the PNPism. We can get 1 or 2 houses per community, you know. We may not win it this term, you know, but we can win it. Look at Ameriva as a 38 years PNP have that seat. I'm echoing. But you can go in there and little by little win the hearts of the people. And remember, the diehards are not going to live forever. Their children are coming up. Some of them children are educated. Some of them children will listen and they will go and research. The internet is wide open. It's a big library for everybody now. From my point of view is go in there, send a good candidate in there and try and erode little by little, take it down. We may not win the first election, but by the second election, we must can get that seat. That is my philosophy. Treat everybody equally. The undecided will be looking on and saying there is a different government. This government is different. I would want to be a part of this government. We don't want, you know what will happen, Petal? What will happen is if we leave Central alone and left them in them poverty, they soon will start going over to West, to Bobby and to Dr. Don and go start healing.
But
So
that happening in Kingston right now. That happening in Kingston right now because the people them in a Matilda constituency, them are sending the little people them all about up in a New Kingston and all about up in a Kingston. I dispatch them to beg.
That's why my philosophy is
May I beg on a little one piece out of this now. Let me show you something. For me, I've seen where Michael Manley all seat. You know how long the seat that about? Till it switched to with the farmer, him again, run it to it. And they had it for years. And the labor rights, what they did, they started a little work in the community and over time. And you see what now? They basically have the community. Right? What is happening in Central Kingston? Central Kingston is being transformed little by little. That old theater that is below Guardsman are closer to the Central Sorting Office.
Yes, I know there.
Right. That is going to be transformed into a call center.
Oh, good.
Right? A popular, I'm not going to call the company's name because them have competition, but a very, very, very big manufacturing conglomerate has bought out lands in that area, right, to start basically a factory.
Very good.
Right? And what has happened is that the business community, they have met with the residents, right? They have met with the political representatives and discussed the plans, right? And what you find now, if you look now, anybody when last time you hear about dark side and genocide on no TV, upon the news, I shoot them one another. It's not happening anymore.
Because we find work for them.
Directorates and the business persons have basically said, listen, cut out the foolishness. If not, we're going to send the police after you. Central Kingston is very calm right now, right? So for me, Labour right continue to do the good work, and at the end of the day, some persons will move over while some will remain in squalor. That is just my view.
Yes, genuine, and that's why I say some of them is not. They will not live forever. Who will want to remain? They won't live forever, but their children and their children's children will see the difference and will turn to the Labour Party. And the next thing I wanted to leave here, guys, is I don't believe anyone should be left behind unless they want to be left behind. But each one must teach one. In my family, I don't want to see anybody left behind. If we are go up all, we must go up together. Like Joseph never left none of them people them behind in a thing. Them bring in a Canaan and bring everybody in Egypt. And look how they flourished. As some think, every Jamaican must each one hold each one. If you want on gunman and thief, then that's the destiny. That's the way you choose. We can't help. But nobody must say, the government never try with it. The government never offer. Look how many platforms, look how many programs are available now. Nobody must say the government did not do anything for them.
The master that same way Buster man see. Then you have that set because you see the thing is, you have to understand, say, even Satan having followers, like there were people who will fully follow Satan, So people are always have them followers. I just say it, but we just have to make sure our numbers greater than feed them one so we can remain in power and help them out same way. Because they need help, Because I tell you for true, the little guy, what the donut place name? The donut place, Elisa and them control with Popeyes.
Crispy.
Up there so we go. In Trafalgar Road there so up road. And the little boy, the little boy done reach 12. And when me and my partner in the car and we ask him which part him come from, where him live down Waltham Park side. Where do we up here? So that a pass half a tree from way up in a Kingston. Where do you hear so? Him saying mother sending. You me tell you? And there are 100 cases like that.
And that is Peter Phillips and Angela Brownberg area.
Peter Constituency, area.
Peter Phillips and Angela Brownberg area. That.
Yeah, at dispatch because the mother them. And when my partner asked him, why your mother not come beg herself for shit, if you make your mother come out just to come send you a beg, even though a little boy, Little boy say, mommy say, if him beg, him get, when him beg, him get more.
So sad.
When him beg, him get more. So she basically turned our little son now into a beggar because when him beg, people more sorry for little picking than she big old great old woman.
And this is where now you find people take advantage of him.
Alright.
Pick him up, carry him, go away and go do whatever with him.
You
understand?
And that is why you find them dead too.
These people sell out their kids. Before she go work for go do. If you look after the picnic, she send it to go beg.
Alright. And look how much work they way can get, especially in them area. Waltham Park I just done Agri Park Road there's a little bit the amount of 1 million and one store in a half a tree where you can get work.
You know, somebody's they were complaining about how the birth rate is low, and somebody made the point to say that anytime JLP is in power, the birth rate is down, because guess what? People have time to motivate themselves to go do better. Instead of just sit down and breed and have 4 or 5 children
People are
Sit down and
busy
breathe
being
up like
and send them
unproductive
come
now.
to pestilent pan people.
That,
You
but
know,
that
People are
used to
busy.
happen back in the
People are
days, you know,
busy
Miss
being
Marcia.
productive
What's
now.
a
In the
correlation?
70s.
the
Well, in the
young girls
70s.
them, the young girls them, as soon as they left school, them and man and woman a fight over man. Who fi breed and who not fi breed.
And
what me
Them
say
have
what?
now
this
you're
whole
not
heap of picnic
seeing
them.
that. Them can start off them career at a call center now, so them busy.
Exactly. The
Them
government give
busy.
them hope to say no, there's more to life than just have baby as you left school. There's
But
more
you
to
see,
life than a
for what
man.
them
Be
want, for that
independent.
them no want work, Miss Marcia, because the thing is, right? Enough people, them not work, and them get a work, and them find 1,000,001 complain with
You
the
know, say the
job.
worst thing, especially the young people, and they don't want work, you know.
Them no want
They don't get a
work.
work, you know. They need have 2 week, a week or two, and then I go back. Cause they say either they say the work hard or something. They find out outside that school to not go back.
But you know
Are the
what?
money,
They
are the
want a
money.
lump sum of
Them
cash
want
as a
a
start.
all right.
Lump sum of cash. Them not willing to start small and work them way and save. Sometimes
Easy
them
money
way
what
can
them
take the
want, man.
job.
Easy money they
You
love.
did know they can take a job at a small thing and based on your work attitude, the boss raise you instantly.
And
They
promote
never
you
know
too.
that. And
Hold
promote
on.
you.
But
Yeah.
but
Hold on.
even if the
Ale,
government
you
They don't
decide to say
think, they
that?
don't think so.
Hold on. More going on my journey. I started at the company that I'm working for now is a public sector entity. I have been working there for 21 years. I started, art placed me through their SLTAP program, with the School Leaving Training Opportunity Program, as a data entry clerk. And I basically did my studies, and then opening was in the accounting department, and I was recommended for it. When I applied, I just went there because of formality, and I didn't know it was just formality. I actually got the job before even the interview started. And then I worked myself all the way up. Right now, I am basically an assistant manager, and I've heard that yes, they want to turn me in a manager next. 21 years. So
Congratulations.
it takes time, right? And what
Takes
you have to do is to put your
time.
best foot, put your best foot forward. Surround yourself with people who will motivate you. Listen to the people that who have experience. Come with your little newness or your little new way of doing things, and you try your very best to improve the department.
And don't
You
go on
share
like you too
knowledge.
I am mighty and you can't take
But yeah,
credit either.
and you share knowledge and whatsoever, and whenever you make a mistake, just own up to it, right? And you
but the
move along and ensure that it. You understand?
But the
Yeah.
government is making it so easy now after you finish high school to qualify for something. It's making it so easy for everybody. Even before you finish high school, you can go to some training programs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and these people just don't want to. All them sit down and wait for, we call it PAT program. Handout.
Handouts.
All them sit down
Handout.
and wait for, we call it PAT program.
Yeah, man. No, man. They want government mind them.
Leon, thanks. Oh,
Why that happen? Is it that someone record the live and whatever? I don't know. Why the live didn't echo so much? Rusty look like he wants to sleep.
No, what's up? Sleep on me, I listen on
Yeah. What Miss Marcia say, yeah, true. Them just want handout via parts. Them call it part, but really and truly, a handout, because a lot of persons who depend part right now not supposed to depend part. May I tell you, enough of them when depend part right now, them not for depend part. Part of the people who legitimately cannot afford certain
my
things.
dear, what's her name? Rose McCall said part is a little stipend. My dear, part is something like welfare program over here. The only difference is that over them places, the government can ask you, say, what make you not look work? You have to apply for it every week. Every week, you have to apply and tell them why you if you were available to find a job. Every week, you have to apply.
Out here, you apply one time and you get it till you're dead.
Exactly.
And that is what the
As a
government
matter of
is
fact,
working to.
over
They
them
need to
places here,
reassess you.
And some people, even when they're dead, their family members still are collect it too.
over them
Yeah.
place here, where them do too, them send man investigator your yard to come look how much money in your house, if money in your house with you. Because when you depend them program, they might tell you who fit there with who, how long them can stay at your house, and they might tell you this and tell you that. Yeah, they send a private investigator to see if a man live there with you, and if a man live there with you, them cut you off and say no.
Part need to review the part policy for true, because no for the people them, I may say it, yes, who are listener maybe want to say, oh, bad mind or rare, because soon as people thought them bad mind, enough people who the part right now is not supposed to be on part.
True.
And the government need to reassess the people them. When they put them on part, them supposed to make the social workers them work. What the social worker them really doing in Jamaica?
And
The
exactly,
government need to put
you're
them
so
to
right.
work. Put
And
them
it,
to work.
It's not everybody that is on part is social worker put them on, you know. Some of them, you know, the doctor, them, and the clinic, them, and the various.
Yeah, me not say no in a rusty, because yeah, if a teacher to say a child
but
needs to
from
be on
once,
part, fine, but reevaluate and reassess every 3 months or every 6
but
months.
from once they are recommended for part, they're supposed to be hooked up to a social worker.
Yeah.
From once they're recommended for part program, any kind of part program, you're supposed to have an officer assigned to them. And if they're not qualified, the officer's supposed to encourage them to say, you can do this program, go do some this. What them sitting a yard they do when they get part? Just nothing. Some of them, I know some of them work, because, you know, it depends on your income. But
Well,
some
I'm
of...
not going to say people not forget the answer.
No, we're not saying that.
Hold on. Let me to be clear on something.
Me never said them not forget it, rusty.
Let me just explain something to you. You have some people that seem to be getting along real fine in life. Like them don't need it. But them actually need it because them do a job, yes, and them are carrying a certain level of income, but it want back up.
Correct. That's what we're saying. It depends on your income. You'll be qualified. But what we're saying, for the people who are not working and getting it, the government
Me not talk about them people in rusty.
The government's supposed to assign a social worker. The social worker supposed to assist them to look at job or to help them be qualified. Because what are you gonna do? Just sit down and get it every month and don't do nothing? Just hang out the roadside?
Pay them to leave.
So people who are working, yes, because of
I
their
wonder what the
income.
requirement for go for part. Me have to go apply, because I'm going to take some of them free money there too.
Exactly. People who are working, it depends on your income. You get some part. But all these people who are not working, they're supposed to have a social worker who go and talk to them about getting qualified if you're not qualified, helping them to look for a job, helping them with them resume and all them something there. Because if you don't do that, they will forever sit on part.
So how much are they getting now? How much part is paying now?
Depends on your family size, man, and depends on your thing.
I don't know what the figure where them a get now, but the government put money in the system.
That depends on your family structure, depends on the amount of picnic, depends on a lot of things. Because you have some people you might think that shouldn't be honest, but guess what happens? Them need it because what happens is them social structure kind of shaky and single family woman. Some of them are sick.
Exactly. Some of them not earn enough money. Exactly.
That people whether them are work or not, them ill, them need it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Me not talk about them people, them people they need it. But me I tell you, say there are persons right now on the part program where them in a good position. It's just a case where them did depend on the program from them a pitney
See,
or
a
some of them
millionaire woman.
them did a
That woman.
such
That
age.
woman. A woman used to live on the illness. I mean, I call her name. She's a very wealthy woman, rich woman, millionaire. But she and her husband, her husband dead a couple years ago, then she come dead already. Because I see she drop and broke her and out of the hospital, I see her. That's everybody up here look on her, so. The woman, a multi-millionaire, and the woman come to the hospital. Free hospital.
Mm.
8 minutes. I suppose me tell you so that woman was on part.
Then that me I said, so a woman like that need for the palm part.
Yes, she was greedy and just use the system.
Okay. That me I
So
talk
we
about.
have a family where me I try where we help out every now and then, and all me I try get that the person them family the hand part boy. They come like it's a stumbling block in the way. I mean, I tell you that the family they desperately need it because I have to help in that family like it's my mommy and my father. And they're put to a stranger. I mean, I tell you it's a stumbling block.
You have a grandmother, she dead, you know. She dead a couple years well, you know. And I can tell you, you see she, a woman there,
Well,
she never rich, but she never poor neither. You understand? You know them kind of people, eh? Yeah. And she get a whole lot of benefits through the government, through part and grant and chicken and whole lot of something. I'm not telling you. But I think you can't tell that the woman about labor rights. That the woman that get labor rights of blood free. Yes, sir. The woman that get labor rights different. And I'm me, and the man when me up on the ground, them time there. Extra certain things. And who? That can't face her brother, she's a PNP. And he like a passion. Come on.
God go with them. Rusty, God go with them.
They don't bear up the inner.
Me not loyal to no political party so much. As much as how me say me a Labour right now, if the next 20 or 30 years time Labour right are going with fuckery and PNP is the better party, and then me a go vote for.
PNP never be the better party for me. So how me look for life? I mean, I don't know if Labour ever go on with fuck. I mean, I know if some ever go on with it. But
No, me just a say. Just a
no,
say.
that's not what I said. I mean, just I said. Anytime they start going fuck, then no, they're not get my vote. But I'll never vote for PNP.
Me prefer no vote.
What someone said, prefer no vote.
Before I vote for PNP, I prefer no vote.
I told man, me not vote for no
Oh man,
I
PNP.
it's
don't
me
say.
and man.
I see where enough PNP still before they vote for Labour, they prefer no vote. Problem.
Me not vote for no PNP.
Eh?
Yeah,
So for
Me
me,
not so.
yeah, man.
Me
You
not
mad?
so. No, me not so lie. Me not so loyal and
Look at the
PNP.
amount of development that is going into the country.
so that me have to vote with my
Yeah,
country.
I'm saying, Miss Marcia, in this present moment,
No, I'm not referring to you
is
there.
in this
No.
present moment, at the
I agree with you.
JLP, so they may work with, cause them I work with
Exactly.
me.
That's the same thing I tell people. I say for now, my vote is
Yeah,
with them based on what me they see.
yeah,
No,
them I
no, but
work with
later on, but
me.
for now.
No, in
Me
this
not
present
one of the,
Yes.
moment, no,
me not one of the die
and them
artists.
may I work with.
Me, I when JLP can't win again, me still I give them my vote.
No, anytime you see they fix up the country good,
Yeah.
we will support you wholeheartedly, but no, sir.
So the thing is, because if I go say all when it's not a matter of say can't win. That way you say truth of what your name? Truth of God, a God there? Truth of government. Okay. It's not a matter of say can't win because I'm realize say that happen a lot in election, and that is the reason why the PNP are trying decrease the moral of the JLP right now in certain areas You see them a target couple constituency. And a lot of people vote if them think who them a vote for we win. You understand? So when them sit down and them listen to the 1,000,001 fake poll, them I hear say, oh, the person not gonna win, and then when they not see no big campaign a go on, them not go vote. Cause in a them case, them tell themselves say, so we not gonna win the one here, you know, we can't win the one here, and that alone defeat them.
What me not understand, you know? What me not understand? Them people will come out and say, you know, on our platforms all the time and say, boy, them are no PNP and them are no JLP, them balance, right? But yet still, when you listen to their line of argument or their line of reasoning, you realize that they're leaning to one side.
Them no balance.
Exactly. You realize when you listen to them, well, this a government to do this and this, and you ask them, what is the government not doing? Oh, the government thief the money. How him thief the money? Well, I saw them say. Them who? So you already believe what that side says. So why don't you stick to that side? Because if somebody can come out and tell you, say, boy, me thief money, and you see me and know me and say, me not thief, but you're going to say, boy, I see the man say.
That means say, you already convict
exactly.
me.
You already convict exactly the point.
You already convict me, so it's like, it only left for me to serve me time now.
So we may go try convince you for. No, I mean, not only explain to you because you already made up your mind. And those people, they say, no, you waste your time there. And worse when I realize them have a level of education.
You know what I'm doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
I feel something I never feel like longest time in my longest years. I have to wonder if I sit me cold like ice.
Oh wow. Come here, the rain.
Yeah, but me never. If I miss the rain falls, the last you'll drop you already. I never cold.
Just picking up a little bug.
No, sir.
Get rid of it before it takes it.
No, sir, I feel no way. I'm just cold.
You're cool on my AC. You're 16 now.
This man no wake up to me cold.
Kingston, kind of cold. It's not hot now. My AC is 16.
The Kingston cold. Kingston can never be cold.
No, I mean it's not hot, so there's no need. If you were here now, probably you wouldn't want an AC. Cause I gotta say it's not hot.
But yeah. You know what I see this government is doing? We can't stop talk about it, man. We can't stop talk about it, no, sir. We can't stop talk about it. Look on Jamaica. I say Jamaica is like it's just a pop out like, wow. All of a sudden.
Jamaica slowly becoming a first world country.
All of a sudden, everywhere they fix up. Everything they go up one time.
And Marcia, a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora are realizing I wanting to come home. Not only them, a lot of Black Americans too wanting to come to buy land.
As a matter of fact, the only one we don't see it. The only one we don't see it are the one that live down in Florida down there, so. And them not see where they go on Jamaica, but when they live in New York and
no man, some of them in Florida see it. I mean, my relatives came here the other day and they were in shock and awe. They were in shock.
Some of them lost them way. Come at Jamaica as soon as they see one cheap flight because it's so near 15-20 minutes. They're in what, half an hour, 40 minutes. They're in Jamaica, Montego Bay, right? Them did it every day, but them are die-hearted people. Them are die-hearted people.
Die-hearted kill them and die-hearted feed them. And die-hearted keep them away from prosperity. As for me and my house, we will continue to be prosperous as long as what we're doing is right in the sight of.
So the man they fix up the country, the man they work. And as me rightly say, enough of them know that he's doing it, but them can't say nothing because them afraid of the repercussion if them in a them area.
No for them getting work to Marcia that you need to understand.
Enough of them are see it and them are say, yes, man, the man they work, man, the man they do good, the man they fix up the country. Because even me have a brother down there, at one point it sound like him a lean towards them. And my friend the other day gone, I was talking to him, and he said, the man they fix up the country. He said, Jamaica they fix up. He said,
all you need to do is encourage him. Make him go vote. Make sure him go vote.
May they tell him. It's a PNP not come back in the power.
Look here, Matthew. I just go on Facebook and I saw Matthew start a massive road project, you know. Happy to report that the promised work to restore a section of the Williams Field to Blowfire Road in Lime Hall has commenced. The work will restore 400 meters of heavily degraded roadway, which has been affecting our farmers and residents negatively. See, that's even a week in office yet.
Yeah, man, him working. Get Marissa, or whatever she did name, Marsha, Simit was there doing nothing with the CDF. And Lisa Hannah, have the CDF Hannah done nothing. People want representation. Farmers want to know, so when them plant them.
There's a road, it's a long stretch of road this year.
Yeah, when them plant them produce and to take it to the road, to the market, taxing or charge them a whole heap of money because the road bad.
And some of them not spend excess money on them vehicle too.
Yeah, it's a ripple effect because the taxi will charge you more for the tomato, to carry the tomatoes. When you go market, you have to charge more for the tomatoes.
Yeah.
And that is why prices go up. So when people are complaining, say them no see, when the man over there say them no see, waste some money with Bill Mandeville to Maypen to Williamsville. It's not a waste of money because St. Elizabeth farmers use it every day to carry fruits and vegetables into Coronation.
Easier
But
for them.
in Jamaica, how you carry around goods and services is on the road. We don't have a big place we can plane and ship and him something there.
No,
So the
we don't.
fastest way to
Like
get it from one point to the other is by the road.
Infrastructure
No.
development first.
If
That
you
is the
have a
key.
good infrastructure, you will see more trailer they travel Jamaican roads. You will see more trailer they travel Jamaican roads that go from point A to point B to bring up goods and services. Those are what you call investment. Me say the people and believe. I don't understand. How come one set of man can tell you, say, to fix up a road is not a good idea. To have water is not a good idea.
Because
They want the money in them hand.
they want to
pressure.
Marcia. They want the money in them hand.
Garbage truck, but garbage truck are no good idea. If you don't have, pick up your garbage, and where you have disease, leptospirosis.
But the masses no business go that, Miss Marcia.
But listen to me here.
Enough for them head them can yam garbage.
Yeah, but
truck.
we can let them decide on that for us who know
But
better.
remember, in PMP days, leptospirosis started over Jamaica.
You want a rat infestation, then next year say we have monkeypox. Next thing you say,
Jamaican
we have
watchdog
monkeypox.
is saying Andrew working for foreigners, not Jamaicans.
Look here,
Jamaican
listen
watchdog.
to them. No. Hold on. They're trying to distract us. Ignore him.
I was
You're
going to
trying-
ask him if he can give us one example
No.
where
Yeah.
Andrew's working for foreigners.
Sure.
You want a
He's gonna
flush
tell you.
times.
He's gonna tell you.
We
He's
flush
gonna tell
them.
you. Say the Chinese man, he might work for. No, let him go. Let him go. He might try to distract us.
Listen, what a lot of Jamaicans need to understand is that the business sector or the private sector is very important to this economy because the government no have space to employ all away.
Everybody.
So uno couldn't cry and play like Paul. It them necessary to the economy and necessary to hold up our survival. Imagine if all of the companies them were in Jamaica right now pack up and say they might leave. Which part we are gonna work? So what you mean by working for foreigners and not Jamaicans?
So something there. So
But when time the foreign investors come, is we Jamaican benefit, you know, because
Of
it's not like
course.
they're bringing in workers to work in
so
there.
my dear, Jamaica they fix up. Jamaica become. You know here the other Caribbean country them and now I say we believe we are New York of the Caribbean. We say
But
of
we
course.
are.
We own it. Of
Look
course
at the
we
foreign
are.
company, them, and mostly Jamaican are working at them.
We own it because we country strong. Who you see they represent the Caribbean all over the world? No, Andrew. Anytime you see them have them global meeting, them climate warm, them this and that. If it's not Andrew, you see Mia Motley from Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're gonna see definitely Andrew or you're gonna see Mia Motley. Those two Caribbean leaders, those are the ones who are carrying the torch for the Caribbean countries. And we have Andrew, every other country in the world that talk about Jamaica. And few people not see it. Everybody that said Jamaica is booming. Tell us what you're doing down there. How can you? Couple of years ago, 10 years ago, you had your country in a deficit, a minus, and now you have a reserve. How you do it? That's what you're asking him when Andrew go up on stage. You know, here Kamina say him not have time. Everybody want him to come speak.
Couple of years we used to live off a loan. Now we don't have to live off a
we don't
loan.
have a loan. Loan for buy bus, loan for buy rubbish truck, loan for pay public sector workers.
Loan for Ivan relief.
For crying out loud. Jamaican watchdog, all the money went back overseas. Yes, Jamaican watchdog. If that is your opinion, keep it. We don't have time today to teach you.
Yeah.
We're pressing forward. We're talking about the good things happening in Jamaica. If you want to be a part of it, then you can join the conversation in a constructive manner. We're not here to tear down Jamaica. At the end of the day, the whole way live yourself. You know what these comrades need to think about? If we mash up Jamaica, we don't have nowhere for run go. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. If we don't mash up Jamaica, we don't have anywhere to run go to. So we don't want to tear down Jamaica and then come rule over the hatches.
Yeah.
Cut your nose for spite your face. Or so you go? The saying go?
No, they want the first analogy is perfect. They want to burn down the whole place just so they can rule over it.
Yeah. Jamaican food prices are cheaper in Antigua, him say. So stay in Antigua, honey. If it is cheaper there, stay in Antigua. Buy a house there too. And I hope the standard of living and the quality of life is just as good. Have a good time there.
Me have this in my head. So one day, food prices will be lowered in Jamaica.
If we plant, if we eat what we grow.
One day, food prices.
It can't be lower. I can tell you that. It can't be lower. You know why? Because even if we plant, we need fertilizer. We need wheat. We need all of those things to come in. Those are getting expensive because of the war.
Nobody don't think about that, Marcia. You see that Ukraine-Russia war? They don't have a
that's
clue
what I was going to say.
The world.
Exactly. The wheat that comes, most of the wheat that we have coming over Jamaica, this part of the world, North America, from Europe, is from Ukraine and Russia. Most of them come from Ukraine and Russia.
I remember if you look in Ukraine flag, you know, that yellow part is the wheat farm, you know, and the blue part is the sky. So the sky meeting the wheat.
Yes.
People never educate themselves. We're not talking about. But no me start out patrol. Not talk about inflation and price expensive everywhere. Me go England last year and got on my dear, it was so expensive.
Don't
nobody talk about Cayman. Every week you go Cayman, your trolley get lesser and lesser with the same amount of money.
But which Cayman? But if they got Cayman, they have to work. They have to work. The only reason why you see Cayman is not that Cayman have an economy, you know. Cayman have offshore banking. Lots of offshore banking, just like Bermuda. And that was the same thing. Bahamas was depending on the offshore banking. But what happened to Bahamas? They are getting hit by so many hurricanes, so they don't have enough time to recover. And Fiwi, opposition leader, now say he go build $20 million worth of low-income housing down there. And we don't have it at Jamaica.
Well, for him, people at the vote.
Yeah, all right?
Come on.
Okay.
Rusty got put on one sweater.
Have a good man.
You understand? The man take up $20 million for go invest. The man who wanna be the leader for a country. So him not go invest in Jamaica because boy, I mean, I believe the Jamaican economy is stable enough in a but yes.
The man put together in plan B. Let me tell you how it goes. The man is putting together in plan B in the event that he loses the election, which he will. So him having a plan B to jump, skip, and hop over, go upper Bahamas. Bahamas is above us, right? Yes. Go on upper Bahamas, go settle himself in them parliament with the hopes. When you're power hungry, you know, if you can't get it one way, you get it the other
Oh,
way.
yes, him can't go there, so. Me can tell you that same can't go to no parliament in Barbados.
Bahamas.
Bahamas. Me can tell you that. It no matter when buy, me can tell you that. Not him citizens. If you even bond, if you go Bahamas and you pick the bond here and one of no citizen, they no one give the pick birthright. It's like in England. They say no.
I don't know why I'm don't go back to England. His friend just won the prime minister there.
I don't business with that part of it. But what I'm saying, you wanna be the leader of the country. You have the money to invest. We have people who are suffering from the housing crisis in Jamaica. And you can build it as a private investor, and you don't want to invest in the one country that you want to run. But then again, at the same country, you make your money, you know, and then you want to take it back out again. So it's not surprising.
Good evening, Mark. Listen, Mark Golding look like something wrong with him, yeah. Like, he's just entitled, and as we say, the upper echelon of society in Jamaica is not with Andrew Holness. I don't know what Andrew do them.
Who that there? The upper echelon?
Yeah, I don't know what Andrew Holness do them.
Andrew no do them. I
But
think you
them
know, all Andrew tell them.
against him.
All Andrew tell enough of them say no more corruption in terms of
Them now get to make them millions again.
Correct.
That's a them problem.
Exactly.
Andrew go up, they go mash up them dolly house.
Exactly.
So them want get him out so then can go back to business as usual. You understand? Because me tell us say, Miss Marcia, me listen I listen to some of Mutty Perkins' old program. And me I tell us say some things that used to happen in a society, me wonder, oh, when me listen back to them, they know it sound like comedy to me. Me I wonder, oh,
You're listening back to whose program?
Mutty Perkins.
Wilmot, Mutty Perkins.
Wilmot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
me
love
type.
to go back in the old time talk show them for true, you know.
Yeah, man. About 2 or 3 days now, me find myself I listen to him
All something that they try sue him, PJ. PJ try sue Mutty.
And them did want to shut him up.
them offer Mutty something there out of Jamaica. Mutty said no thank you. Mutty said no thank you. Said no, you don't want it. Then they can one man for Mutty, one man in one foreigner man come in and him come for Mutty Perkins. That's true, it was under PGA too. And when the man don't talk to Mutty, the man said to Mutty, it was nice talking to you. Have a nice day. Mutty said to the man, too bad I can't say the same.
One Mutty Perkins.
Mutty said, too bad I can't say the same.
Chana, I'm very happy that you're listening to
Yes.
Mutty Perkins.
That
A lot of
man was
young people need to do that and
That
go
man was
back
a
to their
professor.
history.
To all
He used to lambaste the government of the time, the PNP government. He exposed them day in, day
Yes.
out. And I would love
is
for the
so
young
true.
people to go back and listen to those clips. I'm happy they're on YouTube because
Yeah.
it's a full history lesson.
True. May I tell you some things that the people them call in and complain about.
That is so true. That man was a
Them things there, may I tell you University. Them things there where people used to call in and complain about a multi program now. I mean a Jamaica now.
Exactly.
Things
But I tell you,
improve.
say,
Things improve.
And this a man you know put me on world stage. I remember the days me say when Trinidad and Tobago and all of them people they got in country. How they used to treat we. How they treat.
thief.
How them say we poor and we beggy and we don't have nothing now with this and with that.
They treat Andrew Holness come give back with pride, you know. We have pride in the Caribbean. All what you saw is as any little thing happen, PJ jump on a plane and him they all boat over the world and stretch out him and I beg. And that PNP used to that them want. Them go all both over the world go beg for the spoils. And when you got people place go beg and like them and give you the best.
How them
For the
use? I remember
spoils.
the girl. Look on the
And then you
girl
bring the
there.
spoils.
I
Come
think
and
her name was Shani. When she did go one of them small island and them how them search her, strip search her. It was like, Lord have his mercy. Until no, that thing live with me still when me think of the girl.
Yeah,
Until
I think she's PNP, you know. I think she was represented by the government at the time, the lawyers, and I think I'm not sure.
I thought she ran for JLP and she lost the race. I
Was it
think.
JLP she ran for or PNP? I'm not sure, but she ran for one political party.
Yeah. I could if I can recall, but yeah, I will never forget her. How them
Shani.
humiliated that girl. All because she come from Jamaica. And now Andrew give you back pride. We have mouth. We have mouth again. And them people, you know, they say the man don't do nothing. The man they give senior citizen would never work in a them life. If you got
I get
foreign,
pension.
if you got foreign, go sit down for over 70 years and come back to Jamaica, you can apply for the pension benefit, even though you don't get my pension from America.
Why may I tell you say, Miss Marcia, me glad for that, cause enough all people right now, me I talk about people
Would
up in
that
them
depend on it?
them
Exactly.
60s, them people let them never get the chance with them with today generation I
Exactly.
get. So them people them never get to really achieve much. All them do is just work. You understand? Cause back then I went teacher, all them teacher now, yes, you know, as them start teach 3-5 years, I see them a drive them vehicle, them a travel all
Which three,
about
five
over the
years?
world.
Which 3-5 years?
Them,
As soon
you
as I get them
understand? As
permanency,
soon as them get them permanency for
then go
true,
borrow money.
as them sign the contract, them start drive. But then I know so, but then teachers, when you have 40 yard, you just a build one little house.
Back
Cause
then,
them just
young teacher, they squeeze up in a taxi a morning time. Young
yeah,
teacher, they squeeze up in a
yeah,
taxi.
teacher squeeze up in a taxi at daytime. You understand me?
Teacher, they push for go in a car with you. They fight for go in a whole car. You understand?
So you used to go on things that stay
I
so now.
say, as soon as they get them permanent contracts, so then them thing go show bank give them loan immediately.
Alright.
No question asked.
So that may I say no. Say things much.
And you tell me, say, them not see where they go on with the
better
government.
now.
Them not see that.
So the people
Marcia,
the older
1
people
minute.
Miss Marcia, yeah, hold on, me land. What I was saying is that the persons, the older folks, they did not get the opportunity like what is available today to advance themselves and achieve a lot. So because of that, you have a lot of people now going up in age, them late 50s, 60s, and them don't have a pension, them don't have a pension plan, them not have nothing in place. So what will happen to them people, you know, when say them take sick and you know you can't work, you don't have no pension.
Well, I
At
can
least
tell
the
you
government
this.
will give them something. At
I can
least the
tell you
government
this.
will give them something now.
If they vote for the PNP, coming next election, they're gonna have to pay a user fee out of the liquor 48,000 Andrew they give them. Go and talk. Who was it? Go and talk. Shannon.
Says that I just googled Shanique married a girl from the girl who was what was the word now, embarrassed in Barbados, and she won the case. Yeah, she wanted to run on the PNP ticket in the local government election.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in 20.
Oh wow. But then again, you know, don't expect better from her because guess what? That's what the PNP they do. They use this because I see where they take Lisa Hannah too, you know, remember? And you don't have to be qualified to run on the PNP, apart from now that this guy coming and he might use the Tapanaris them. Hello?
Yeah, she wanted to run. She's from Olympic Gardens. Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah. But she wasn't successful. I think
Okay.
the article said Paul Burke said that they already had somebody for that seat.
Yeah, what the PNP that them doing now? Anybody who is a
constituency.
Pardon?
Olympic Gardener in Anjouolnis constituency.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
So she
wouldn't have won anyway.
She think she gonna win round there, so?
No, because I guess she was banking on her popularity from the case.
Okay. Although only for PNP there around there in Anjouolnis constituency, you know. PNP, well, we just want to see Jamaica develop. And the thing is, more Jamaica, more the government diversify the revenue streams. You understand? I feel like we rely too much on tourism. Yes, I hit bringing the most revenue to the country, and yes, you know, it's a necessary sector to the economy, but me not think it's a good thing to rely on one.
We don't have much. We don't have much, you know. That's why what I heard was his name, Colonel Charles. He's the agricultural minister.
No, Flight Green.
Flight Green, yeah. What I heard they talk about I don't know why I keep mixing those two up. What I heard he talk about the last time was he talk about Jamaica having niche markets. So in terms of the organic market, Jamaica can tap into that. We might not be able to do it on a large scale because you need tons and tons of, let's say sorrel, let's say yam, let's say not even banana, because the banana is so volatile towards the hurricane. Even the yam. So even though we would love to go more, but because of our geographic location in terms of hurricane, right? Because remember, we used to do more banana crops. It's because of climate change. While we're having so much hurricane and we don't recover in time, so even the ground produce the pumpkin, the ginger, the scallion. Jamaica scallion is one of the best, I think, in the world. That purple scallion. I didn't even realize you have the purple scallion and you have the white scallion. The white one is that grew over here. You see the Jamaican scallion them over here? It burn your eyes them. They're so strong and full of flavor. So because of the climate change we're experiencing, as soon as we plant one little crop, whether it's the pineapple, whether it's the papaya. Remember we used to do papaya. We used to have a papaya grove. Again, hurricane come and wash it out.
And what if orange used to plant down at
orange? We used to have the orange grow up down at Montpelier in Montego Bay in St. James. Exactly. Again, hurricane come. So it's a very hard thing, and this is why they need to perfect the tourism. Because guess what? Now that there is wars upon wars in Europe, Jamaica's supposed to be able to capitalize on it to say, boy, this is my back door.
Yes.
Right, it's an hour and a half from United States. It's 9 hours from England. From Toronto is under 4 hours from Toronto to Jamaica. We are at that strategic point. We are supposed to say they can come and anything they can just run go back at the yard. You know what I mean? They can come to Jamaica and say, boy, if I'm nothing, it just take me a couple of hours to go back at my yard. No, nobody not gonna shoot them out of the sky or do something there because they're on this part of the water. So that's what we need to develop more, and this is why you see now lots of hotels are building because they realize the swing from Europe to Jamaica based on what is happening in Africa. Also, Africa is a good place to go to, but because of the instability in Africa, because of their The economy, they're not doing well. Zanzibar is a nice place. South Africa, Ghana, those places are nice to go. But again, when you come to Jamaica, we master it. There is a lot more to see and do. And this is what we need to master. So if I want it, I always tell people, you know, I say, listen to me, when I buy shoes, me buy one good pair of shoes. Me not care who wants you to wear the shoes. Make me wear it till it drop off my foot. But you're not going to see me buy 6 and they flip-flop, and by the time you realize every week you have to buy one new one. So that's what I'm saying. Be good at this particular one. See, right now the government says they're going to expand. They're going to expand the Elegant Corridor right into Falmouth, go almost to Ocho Rios. The Elegant Corridor is out Rosal. So I think from your reach at Holiday Inn, from your reach at Holiday Inn, go beyond Liquor Pot, where you have that Palladium Hotel.
Yes.
That's the Elegant Corridor. So what they're trying to do also is to plant palm trees on each side of the road to make it look so sexy and nice. They're now expanding it to go beyond. To go beyond. That's what you have to do to build up your country. Make it look like Mexico. When you used to see Mexico.
We can't depend on tourism alone.
No. That's what I'm saying. But what we're saying is that we can't depend on tourism. Also, we can depend on agriculture because of the climate change.
Yeah,
of
natural disaster.
Natural disaster. Yeah. So the best one out of them, we used to do backside. Backside on the farm, nothing right now because of the Chinese plastic. Because remember we used to be producer of bauxite. I remember we used to have with zinc pan, but Chinese came in with the plastic containers and flood the world with all of these plastic containers. So we drop off because of that. So what is he gonna do? Another one they looked at is medical tourism. This is why you see he is now fixing up the hospitals. And when you have public hospital, you're going to have more private hospital. People can come in to do their BBL. They don't have to go to Brazil. They don't have to go to Brazil. They can come in, can do their tummy talk. And go back for the weekend. Come in the weekend, spend the day at the hospital and one of those hospitals where you know, a hotel hospital.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking at. Those are the things. So because we don't have a big our country not big enough and we don't have a lot of this and a lot of that, we have to improvise. We have to improvise because if we're bringing the factories them, they're going to see cheap labors. Right? According to them, the call centers, and we need to bring back some factories in manufacturing production in Jamaica. Remember, so we used to have D&G, we used to have Creamer, we used to have Goodyear. All of those things, cement factory.
We need to go back to manufacturing.
And
a lot of small manufacturers out there not getting any help. And yes, DBJ has certain policies in place that can help. But again, small manufacturers don't have the resources or the collateral what they're asking for. So there needs to be ways to work around those things. You understand?
I feel like some of the parishes them could have developed into like an industrial parish. Cause like, for example, St. Anne, everybody knows that St. Anne is a tourist parish, and that we make sure money from a St. Anne. And I guess St. James would have the same thing. But parish like St. Catherine then, like, that's not great tourism potential at St. Catherine per se. So parishes like them, they could have been like...
I think that's where they want to put some industrial...
Yes, man. Parish like them, they need to be built up as industrial parishes. You put mainly the manufacturing plants, them and them.
Yeah, and rent it out to the manufacturers.
That's why he's building our town center in Morant Bay. In St. Thomas and those. I think they're trying to get tourism to go to St. Thomas too.
Yeah, because St. Thomas have potential for tourism.
Yes.
I
But
think they're talking about other parishes. I know if we to be honest, it's not every parish is in a Jamaica have tourism, great
Like
tourism.
no. It
Manchester.
depends on because you need the seaside.
Manchester doesn't have any sea, no,
Yeah.
guys.
Manchester now have no great tourism potential either. So them places can be built up as industrial parishes. In a them parish there you put the
But in order to do that,
manufacturing plants.
you have to have proper infrastructure.
Which is what he did with the highway,
There
Marcia.
you go.
So
Exactly.
maybe them onto something where we don't hear yet.
Yeah.
But you can see it. You can see where the money is going. This is what I'm saying, that if we have more better infrastructure in terms of highways, in terms of better roads, we have more access to goods and services. So let's say now you have a cement factory somewhere in a Manchester. A highway truck, a trailer truck can drive to Montego Bay with blocks. It take you 2 hours instead of 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
So this is what he's doing. That's why you can see a little bit of his vision. Put in the basic infrastructure first. You have to do
But
that.
the thing is, Miss Marcia, what Andrew Holness is doing now, PJ should have do it already. Andrew should have do the final touches. The final touches. Andrew Holness should have do now, you know.
Both PJ and Michael Manley.
Yeah. Them should, why him a do now? Them should have do it in the 90s. So by the time him get the country, I just straight below.
If all of them did have the mind like what Andrew have now we would have be far away today.
Look at Singapore. May I listen to some video with one name Lee King One or something.
Lee Kuan Yew.
Lee Kuan Yew, yeah. And the man said, the man crying from the ground, the man said this was a swamp. A swamp. I mean, me coming and off your fact, but me here said them Singapore officials come to Jamaica when Jamaica did a run good, come ask questions. Then come to
but the Prime Minister made a speech about it some time ago too.
Right? Them come to our playbook and our
It says Singapore should never be ahead of us because Singapore used to ask us for advice, but it's because of Manley days, the PNP days. Yeah.
Those people in the 70s, they did a disservice to Jamaica. A great disservice.
And Jamaica should have never been where it is today. All of this that he's doing now should have done already.
Already, exactly. All of this Andrew Holness should have done already. You should have to do this. It's like
tap up the screen, guys.
It's like Andrew Holness and the PGA 18 years all over again.
In 8 years.
In my finger.
Must start the film work. A PGA work him a do right now. Or for the past 6 years of PGA work him a do. PGA, all of the work with PGA should have done in the 90s. I hate him if I do now.
Dirty PMP them. That's why I mean I like them. Can't like them. I mean saying nobody me hate like Davis. Me don't mind me say Davis dead tomorrow morning.
No man, he won't die.
That's good.
Wanna see him each of a mother funeral. Next to Mark.
Me don't mind me hear Davis dead tomorrow.
Omar Davis?
Yeah.
In that funeral today.
And when was the funeral? Today was the funeral?
Marky G mother funeral today.
Oh, it was today. Oh.
I not even did know was here today because I not even follow them. You know.
Omar, each up there.
They have to show their respect. They have to show their respect.
Me not see
But the
PJ
thing
though. Me
is,
not know if he did there, but me not see him.
But Omar is not
the
gonna
thing is,
die for now.
Him have to go name Little first, man.
No man, he's going to live to see the Jamaica that he couldn't envision. He's going to live to
yeah.
see come to pass.
But guys, I'm not look here. I want to not pay attention to something. How come Michael Phillips jump out of the box other day before the report even get table and say him pay a fine and him do this and him do that? So
What a
who
lie.
pay the fine before
Tell him.
the report
How
even
him,
table? Who him pay
how him
to?
know but the thing is, how him know said the report did I go table? Cause
Mm-hmm.
why him do a basically jump the gun, you know. Is a what them call it? Damage control.
Mm-hmm. So
Mm-hmm.
how you know send it to pay? How much in this to pay? How you know all of that?
Exactly. Why never talk from them time then?
Who him pay to?
So what is going to become of him? Or how? Coming out to a falafel thing.
No man,
What is
film thing is that him just never submit him declarations when he should.
but I think I read where them say 1 year late.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But my thing is,
then just have to pay the fine and that is it.
Yeah. I don't know if he was
hold
late.
on.
I think it was the documents he did not submit the documents. They asked, I don't know, they must have asked him for I don't know what it was, but he was late in submitting some
It have
documents.
something to do with some delay, and he must say in declaration certified no one in
Hold on
PA
there. Listen to this. Listen to this.
arreary.
Listen to this, yeah.
Based on media reports and calls from journalists, I understand that I am the subject of an Integrity Commission report that was sent to Parliament but has not yet been tabled. In the interest of openness, I wish to state that my 2022 statutory declaration was unfortunately late due to a delay in getting all the relevant documents. Shortly after the deadline, the documents were submitted and I have since fully complied with all the requirements. As a public servant, I take my responsibilities, and while the statutory declaration was delayed, it is not connected with illicit enrichment. My statutory declarations have been certified, and the late filing penalty of $250,000 has been paid. I remain committed to serving my constituents and the people of Jamaica with integrity, transparency, and accountability.
Somebody have to explain this to me. Because him solved the problem even before.
It was tabled.
Before it was identified.
Yeah.
Before it was identified and before the report was
And then
tabled.
can't blame nationwide because I'm a nationwide
I'm
break.
gonna tell you who give it to him already. Missy Juliet give it to him. He said Juliet give it to him.
Everything them blame nationwide.
Honestly, the boss where Portia and Pantanina.
No, sir.
One big happy family.
Mm-mm.
Who Pantana try fool when he must say about how the man work with Peter Phillips and him not have nothing to do with the investigations and this and that. So the one I see him office.
Exactly. They perceive of him being there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. This is why it's called a conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm. So look even on TikTok, you know, we don't know each other. Look how much influence we have over each other.
But guess what? This is the disdain those people have for the Jamaican people. We're not fool. We don't understand nothing about them. Something there. We you know, whatever I say.
And then they can't style, man.
There you go.
That's why
This is a 2 Grand TV extra saying he lied because IC said money not paid. So.
Well, somebody they tell lie.
Somebody tell lie, but me no know me as my mother that say.
Thank you.
But my point is, how is it that it's certified yet he was charged?
No, because of late payment. So you have a deadline where you're supposed to submit the declaration plus all the documents.
Right?
But what I'm saying, and he did not do it.
So him never submit it in time. So how would them certified if it was a
No, it was
submitted in
after
time?
that. According to him, he said he submitted all the documents and it's now been certified. Now, I'm not sure how this man didn't hear from them that because
No,
he
Miss
came out.
Marcia, Miss Marcia, he did not says that he's been certified. Him say it's certified already.
Well, yeah. So it was certified. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. He said it was certified already. It was being certified. So the point is that how come the man yesterday to say supposed to face the court system then?
Somebody lying.
Oh dear.
You know that you used to have this little old man where you used to say then take people to cock a hole.
You know the thing is, the Integrity Commission at the Parliament yesterday, I'm not going to lie, when I listen, and I listen to the better part of it, about 2 hour plus straight, and I have to say that I had an issue with both parties. I had an issue with the Integrity Commission and also the committee. And the reason why I said that is I thought the IC, the body of the IC, I thought they were very disrespectful. Them not have no regards for
Christy,
members of parliament.
Stevenson, Christy, Stevenson, Panton, the whole of them have them attitude.
But the thing is, you see, Stevenson, me used to cuss him, but when me, based on my discernment, I'm of the opinion now that he's just acting on directive.
A figurehead. I totally believe you, girl. I totally believe that he's a figurehead. He's gonna just like Kern Spencer who took the fall.
You see yesterday when him answer, when them ask him, come remember the twist up lean more Dean Jackson Miller and Clyde say that's a interim report go parliament, So more often them now come back and correct themselves because yesterday him say interim there's no such thing as interim reports. And once a report is still it is final. So then now come apologize.
But Dan Jackson, I normally apologize to her. You have to cut her.
No. She don't apologize, my dear. It's unless she's forced to apologize. I know she do it of her own will.
I say you have to cut her and drop her in a corner before you get her to apologize.
But you know what hurt me about these people?
You normally apologize.
You know what hurt me about these people?
She is too big to apologize.
You know what hurt me about them more than anything else, right? When TNP did wreck the country, had Jamaica like a wrecking ball, right? They sat down and they were okay with it because it didn't affect them. You understand? Them can get them private contracts, they can get all kind of stuff, they can send it for them to go to school, and they don't give a damn about the average Jamaican. And the person that is building the country, every day they get up and vilify the man. And when the people that destroy the country, you see them how they skin up teeth with them and they happy to put on an orange t-shirt. And that hurt me now. So when you look at somebody like she who has been around and who know, look how much everything, look how much structure go up, look how much people employed, right? Who are build the houses them want build? Who are build the houses them want build? Who are get all of the full-time work them? Yesterday them advertise the programs them not advertise the programs them.
Yeah. And that is one of the problems that I have with journalists in this country, right?
The man fear, man.
Let
me tell you.
What I understand, say the government supposed to implement programs and develop policies and communicate it to the public, but the media also have a responsibility to broadcast the information of the government. So like Paul the art program, the lift program, and them something. And them things that the antax they talk about on our platform, so people can
Channel,
hear it and go do things
Channel,
themselves.
just like just like the journalists them, then go carry Mac. The lawyers them go Norman Manley, the whole of them inculcated into the PNP cult. The Prime Minister called it yesterday PNPism. But from them there, you with them get inculcated. Who knows, some of them maybe are PNP send them to university. So them have to sing to the tune. Me so glad say nobody don't have no receipt for me. You know what I mean?
One of my nephew, Damien, teach him economics before. And him tell me, say, when you're going to a class, when you feel learn about economics, all you can hear from Michael Manley, everything, in trying a way to say Michael Manley did this and Michael Manley did that.
Somebody need to mute. Who is that? Somebody needs to mute.
Anita. Anita, mute.
Give me moderator.
Shall say the great NNN. Shall say the great NNN, but she needs to mute.
You need to mute.
No, Anita, our mute her.
No give moderator, because I'm going to run downstairs and come up.
Yeah.
Anita, mute.
She's not here.
Not here, man.
Just mute her.
I want a cover story. What do you say on cover story?
The system is expected to remain across the south central and western Caribbean.
Rainfall.
What's that on nationwide?
Yeah.
Which may be heavy at times to affect sections of most parishes, especially southern parishes, continuing this afternoon through to Friday morning. Especially on the south coast. The conditions will deteriorate in the vicinity of showers, thunderstorms, and strong gusty winds. The Met Service says it will continue to monitor this system and, of course, provide updates. We are to be joined by the Manager of Communication and Customer Services at the National Work Safety. Shaw, have we got Stephen as already, Mr. Shaw? No, we don't have Mr. Shaw. We have Gary McKenzie, and we have Mr. Brown from the Med Service. Okay, so we have Gary McKenzie from PSTEM, as well as the Manager for Weather Services, the Meteorological Service of Jamaica, Rowan Brown. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
What happened? Okay, who did I play nationwide? What's on the cover story?
Flash flood effect. Flash flood.
People to seek alternate via the old Stony Hill Road. So there is apparently a car on fire in the vicinity of the concentrating treatment plant on Long Lane going to Stony Hill. So motorists, please be advised and be careful on the road, especially in this inclement weather. So right back to it. Good afternoon again, gentlemen. So Mr. McKenzie, are you aware of this? Out there by the Constant Hills treatment plant? We did receive the report, and the police are attending to it. Okay, so any advisory as to when it's going to be cleared? Well, what we are actually managing the traffic. One of the lanes are actually impassable at this point. We expect, as you know, there is some rainfall there, and the vehicle has to be moved. So it may take us another half an hour to an hour to have it completely cleared. And what about the rest of the corporate area and other very sticky situations across the island? Well, the truth is that it is challenging at this point in time. There are a number of roads that have quite a bit of water, and when this happens, traffic slows right down. When we look at some roads that are leading out of the corporate area, for example, Spanish Town Road, Marcus Garvey Drive, those roads have a bit of water, and the drainage situation in some instances are not very fast in comparison to the kind of downpour that we have been having since early afternoon. The visibility, especially on the highways, earlier today in the afternoon, I was out on the Nelson Mandela Highway and the visibility was very poor. And so once the rainfall persists, we will have traffic moving very slowly. We had some problems, and this problem is not really as a result of the rain, but really undisciplined behavior on the part of some motorists. One of the things that will affect movement of traffic, especially in this situation, is where intersections are blocked. Unfortunately, we really can't man every single intersection, and so we continually appeal to persons that it makes no sense to try and force your way into intersections, because it will only compound the issue rather than allowing persons to be able to move. Generally speaking, it is an island-wide situation. A number of roads, as I said before, have water. The main thoroughfares are really inundated with traffic at this point. But we want to ask people to be careful. It is better to be a bit delayed and persons are home safely rather than to try and make haste and we have catastrophes on the road.
Wise advice there from ACP Gary McKenzie. Ron Brown, we'd like to bring you into the conversation at this point. When we're reporting on matters of this nature, we always report this, that flash flood watch means flash flooding is possible. In the most rudimentary terms, could you tell us, without repeating flash flooding, what that means? And of course, people are told to take precautionary measures. Those in the affected parishes of St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. What are some of those precautions that people can take?
So first thing is that you're having an amount of rainfall that is occurring that is more than normal. And this will allow for some amount of ponding or gathering of water, especially in the lowest point. And therefore, when you have low level water and the water begins to rise, there is a possibility for flooding. And that flooding is quick flooding, occurring anywhere between minutes to less than 6 hours. That is what we call flash flooding. And we have significant rainfall, especially downpour that lasts for about 30-40 minutes straight with heavy rainfall. You get that sort of ponding. And of course, it is common knowledge that if you have rainfall up to about 6 inches, it can move an individual. If it's anywhere between 6 to 12 inches, it could move a small vehicle, and under 18 inches, it could move a SUV. So that ponding of water or quickly rushing water can create some amount of devastation because you have water gathering quickly or moving quickly.
Thank you for that. Stay with us, gentlemen. We are up on a break and more after this.
Clearing personal It's more efficient. It's secure. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 15